Alright guys, so I'm trying this external mic out. I'm going to do a quick video and let you guys know basically how it's maybe get a better sound on the highway and a little bit of local driving. And then we can go from there. Yeah, but I got a couple of questions from a couple of people regarding the bike and the exhaust on the bike, more importantly. And it's doing well. It has the crackle and the pop, which I did not expect. I actually thought only the conic, or is it conic, exhaust had it, but this one does too. Once it's warmed up well. I mean, I just started the bike, and we'll see. You might hear it on the, you should hear it on the highway. Hopefully it's warmed up by then. But it's a great exhaust. I mean, for the money. Ah, look at these roads. For the money, it far exceeds the expectations. And it's lightweight. Oh, dude, these aren't roads, these are ripples. Look at this. Wow. There's like cracks and ripples and I'll lift the visor. You can hear that, I'm not sure. I may have to do another video with the external mic not plugged in, and so and then maybe you can hear it from the outside, or I may take it off during this video. All in all though, there has been zero power loss. There has been no lag whatsoever on the power. The Triumph winding down, the intake, induction, everything is there. I cannot complain one bit. It actually, despite the price point, it feels like an exhaust that should cost a little more. Well, I could go even far as to say twice as more. But yeah, I mean, it's a great deal, especially for I think who was it? What that blip? I think he mentioned the fact that he was, well, I assume he was a he. It could be a she, I don't know. But I think he was saying he was looking for something in the interim. And I think for the interim, this is going to be my permanent exhaust. I'm not worried at all, and I'm not going to change it. And I don't need the full exhaust exhaust. I don't need, especially since it's working with the same exact, like, stock mapping. Works with the stock map. No loss of power. I'm happy. I have to say though, there is an exhaust that comes with the mapping, a high quality exhaust. It's, I think on eBay you can find it for like $700. It's called the TaylorMade exhaust. I just think it looks better on a Daytona and not on a street triple. I think the whole point of the TaylorMade is to have it look flush with the body and the panels and everything, and I think it takes away from the entire naked look of the bike. But I mean, from what I've heard, I've seen some videos on YouTube, and it sounds amazing. I mean, from whatever you can. If you can listen to it on 5.1, 7.1 and get the full effect with the subwoofer on it, blah, blah, blah. If you can do that, then you can get a better sound. But otherwise... Hey, buddy. Ooh, nice bikes. But otherwise... I think this is just fine. And I'm happy. I think, and as far as being loud, it's not too loud. I have the baffle in. I didn't take it out. I'm tired of obnoxiously loud. Like my last one, the Delcovic, I knew this guy was going to do this. Didn't want to wait. That's cool. I guess it's my job to be safe, not his. But the Delcovic was obnoxiously loud. I had earplugs with that. I'm actually still using earplugs because I'm just used to it, and then, you know, sometimes, I mean, this thing is loud enough to create some humming in your ear, and maybe it resonates a little, or it creates that echo type effect in your helmet, depending upon what kind of helmet you have. But it's okay. I mean, I'm just trying to preserve my hearing. As we get older, it's not going to get any better. And I come from the generation of people with the, you know, that actually wanted to go deaf, because we built enormous systems into our cars, trunks, under, behind the back seats, all that stuff, and I'm pretty sure it did some damage. I mean, nothing yet, but as we get older, I'm pretty sure that we're going to see the long-lasting effects of it. You know, and it's not really the highs, it's the lows, it's the bass that really gets to your... I mean, I'm in healthcare, so I don't know if you guys... I kind of do know what I'm talking about. But it does. I mean, it's the bass, the vibrations that actually damage hearing. Not to say a loud piercing sound couldn't pierce your eardrum, but, you know, the sound systems, they really do something. And I come from that generation, so I'm just trying to be safe and preserve whatever I have left. I don't want to do any more damage than I already have, basically. So call it prophylactic, call it whatever you want to, but I want to be able to hear. This does... Whoa, whoa, lady. It's loud. People hear you coming, but we always have to remember that it's facing backwards. it does not face forward, like your headlights, or the fact that you're wearing bright colors, something someone can see. Hearing wise, I mean, if you really want to say that you got the exhaust for safety purposes, then you know what? Run a pipe, turn it around, run it forward facing, and then maybe it'll seem a bit more logical. But if that's the only thing you're going to do for safety, then it doesn't make any sense. Alright, so here we go. And yes! Traffic. I love traffic. To me, it seems like there is less room for error than just riding and someone, you know, totally blindsiding you or anything. Go slow, you know, take it easy, you'll get there. There's absolutely, in my opinion, no reason to rush through, because no one else is really moving. You will get there ahead of everybody. And you know what? There's always a light somewhere. I mean, it's going to be red or green. When you get there, you'll see. But there's no reason to rush this. And then there are people on their phones, of course. Then there's always that. Traffic gives people an excuse to be on their phones, in which case they are not paying attention. Thank God they're moving 5 miles per hour so you can see the flaw or what they're doing and you can alert them. But you know, tons and tons and tons of people, just, you can see them, they're all looking down and they don't care. Thank you. I'm a nice guy. I thank people when they do something for me. Professor, excuse me. But all in all, for me, it's been a great deal. Look at this guy. Everybody's looking down. That's fucking amazing to me. You know, and then people talk shit about bikers and talk about what we do wrong. 90% of this traffic, look at him, he's looking down too. 90% of these people sitting in traffic, in one form or another, are on their phone. It's amazing. Even the cabbie. That's great. If you guys have or don't know Adrian Nickelodeon, or is it Adrian Nickelodeon? Something Nickelodeon. Look him up. He's like all about this get off the phone rage, road rage. I mean, a lot of people, some people have given him slack about it. Riders. I personally think what he's doing is absolutely right. I think he's making the roads safe. I think he's making it a better place to live. I mean, and he's not aggressive. He's not looking to fight. He actually, he's handing out an article that, it's not funny, to be honest. It's not funny. I laughed because it just makes him sound like the guy wearing the hot dog costume handing out flyers for a restaurant. But he hands out articles, or the one article that I've seen him hand out is the one where in Australia a lady ran over 2 pedestrians because she was on her phone, and she did not realize she hit them because one was dragged about 16 meters. So that's approximately 50 feet, I think. But 16 meters, and then the other person was hit and flipped over the car. So the one that was dragged was pinned underneath the car. Needless to say, they both passed away. God rest her soul. But, you know, like, it's senseless. It's absolutely senseless. And then to point out what bikers are doing wrong is preposterous. There's so many people that are on the road that shouldn't be driving. And this could be not just the phone ordeal. It could be because you've had a bad day, your mind is somewhere else. People think they can automatically drive a car, like on autopilot. And it requires no skill, no attention, doesn't matter. But you know what? It does. Operating any type of machinery does. And for those people that disagree, you know what? There are plenty of times you will be thinking about something else, or your mind will be on something else, and you know what? You'll be, whether it's cutting or you know, you'll be in the kitchen cutting something or trying to fix something at home, and you know what happens? You totally screw it up because you weren't paying attention. And that type of incident is basically magnified, and now you're affecting other people's lives when you get behind the wheel. And this is, you know, far from, we're not even talking about alcohol or DWIs and stuff like that, where or drugs. We're talking about just people that aren't focused. Some people, I don't even know how they pass their licensing exam, let alone, you know. Alright guys, thank you. Yeah, I don't know how they passed the exam, whether it was the written or the practical. It's just horrific. So that's what it sounds like in traffic. That's what it sounds like on the highway. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. I have no idea what this guy's doing. He's kind of stuck in limbo. Well, you know what? We'll take him up on the offer. I think I heard him say, go ahead. Oh yeah, totally. Is that a joint? Wow. So now I'm gonna shut it down, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Later.